afternoon, soul family. Hello, Leos. Well, today you were singled out. And I find it interesting, this song that's playing. How can I love when I'm afraid? I'm afraid to fall. But watching you standing there, stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly disappears. This exact song was playing during your reading the last time. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. This is really intriguing. Okay, so I just had to listen to that because I've got to pay attention to the signs, right? And songs are signs. So the fur was flying here during the reading today, and if you want to go back and listen to all of the, the rest of the messages that came today, it was definitely a, yesterday was done Aries alone, and it wasn't a hybrid reading where you could choose an item. It was just straight Aries, because Aries, I said save the best for last, and then I didn't do us. And then today, I completely skipped Leo. It was completely forgotten, and I went straight to Pisces. And so you guys are being singled out for a special message today. So we're going to just go to the messages. And I did the reading differently. I liked it. It was interesting how I did it. I'm going to do it the same way with you guys. So we're going to get right to it. The deck that I'm going to be working, that I heard for you, was the Divine Circus, because things are a circus right now for some reason. It just feels that way. So let me just put a chair here to help me hold my cards, and we'll get to it. Interesting that you get the same song. So the way I'm going to do clarifiers today, I'm just going to look at the pictures and intuitively read them. That's how I like to read. And let's see if I can. It's interesting. The Aries reading yesterday got over triple the views already overnight that any of the other readings did. And I'm curious if it'll be the same with you guys, if it was just Aries, or if it's just that you guys like having, emphasis just on your particular sign. And like I said to the people today, who am I to just, tell you how you need to learn? So if you want to get your messages through your zodiac signs, I'm not going to argue with you, because the numbers don't lie, right? So we're going to start. We're going to get your main message, and then we're going to give you the clarifiers. So somebody's nervous. Oh, there was another emphasis that I got when I was thinking about, meditating on this before I started the reading. My ear was hurting, my right ear. And I thought, what is wrong? And I realized that I put my earring in the wrong earring hole. It wasn't my regular earring hole. I have second pierced ears that I used to have diamonds in that I don't wear in there anymore. I don't wear the diamonds in my ears. I lost them when I went water skiing. And so the holes are still there, but they're not used to having anything in them. And so I thought, okay, there's emphasis on the ears, but emphasis on earrings. So I thought, okay, so what do earrings symbolize? On one hand, they can be a talisman, depending on what you decide to display. They're a sign of maturation, so awakening, right? They are, because they're a sign of reaching adulthood, they're also a sign of slavery. So my earring was put in the wrong earring hole, and it hurt. So it was being enslaved to the wrong thing, and it was painful. So that was a message to me. Also, your ears are, your ear chakras. Are you listening with your physical ears, or are you hearing with your spiritual ears, which is your third eye, right? Your third eye and your ear chakras are aligned, along with your throat chakra. So, all right, here we go. So your first message, your main message that you need to discuss is the Sacred Fool. This is really funny. You want to probably go back and listen to today's reading, because it'll have a lot to do with this. I spoke about the Sacred Fool. Don't take someone as a sacred fool, somebody who is actually an adventurous person, an innocent person, a truthful, honest person. Don't think of them as a fool. Yeah, I like you because you're broken like me. Song right now. So somebody was either taken as a fool, or you've taken someone as a fool, or the emphasis 8 and 2 is 10. So something is over. There's an end of something. There's an end of foolish behavior, but this is sacred fool. So you may be thinking somebody is stupid or foolish, when in fact they are brave, adventuresome, honest, open, innocent, right? That is not foolish. The fool is the one that the king trusted the most, the jester, the court jester, because he didn't ask even the men in his army. He didn't ask his trusted servants if he wanted to know the truth of something. He asked the fool. Why? Because he knew that everyone else was going to be politically correct. They were going to, they weren't going to say something that may have upset the king. They weren't going to say something, they wanted to be in the king's good graces, so they were smart. And they thought, oh, the fool, he's a fool. He just tells them like it is, right? Because he tells the truth. He's honest. So some people may think that you're stupid, that you're foolish, that you're delusional, that what you want can't happen, that you aren't capable. They may feel that the fool, which is what we spoke about today, is taking a risk, is doing something that is not wise, shouldn't be done, right? By their standards. They think that you should be more grounded, more, 9-to-5 job, or doing things in a certain manner. But Spirit's saying, don't listen to this. Don't listen to anyone else that tells you to give up on your dream. And if you choose to continue pushing forward with an idea, with a dream, and others call you foolish, ignore it. Water off a duck's back, right? This is your dream. It's not for them. So when the fool comes forward to talk to you, they're telling you something that's truthful. And it might not be what you want to hear. It may not be inconvenient right now. It might be scary to you. It might be very exciting for you. The fool is an adventurer, right? It might be awkward for you, uncomfortable for you. It may turn things completely upside down in your world, but it could be fucking fantabulous. It's not, at this point, the focus is not for you to think, that's too dangerous, that's too scary, that's too crazy. This is the time for you to act on your own truth. And the fool's coming forward to bring this up to you. And what you want can only happen if you're willing to take the risk. This is like the leap of faith Spirit's talking about. The fool is an adventure. The fool is going in with both feet. I'm all in without knowing the laying of the land, without realizing what's going to happen next. You take your knapsack, you got your best friend, and you hit the fucking road. You're out there. You're going. This is the one that jumps off a cliff and knows that Spirit's going to catch me. Spirit's got my back. I know that. I'm not foolish. I am filled with faith. I trust. Trusting. And that's what the fool is asking of you. So if you listen to this, other people might be concerned, and you may worry about what they're thinking. But whatever this is, whether this be something big for you, or whether this be something very small, Spirit wants you to try and experiment. They want you to try and do something that you wouldn't normally do. So if you were somebody who wouldn't normally send a text message to somebody, do it. If you were normally somebody who wouldn't dress in a certain way, do something different. If you are somebody that couldn't get up on the dance floor and dance without wearing a hat and dark glasses, get up there and do it. You are being asked to test yourself. You're being asked to try. Test yourself at this moment. I've been doing it lately, right? I would love to have had a hat and sunglasses on when I was dancing, but I didn't. And I did it for myself. So you have to be willing to experiment. You got to be willing to be the fool. You got to be willing, because this is a liberation for yourself, breaking free. You got to do something that's not going to hurt yourself and not hurt somebody else. And that way, you're showing Spirit, I'm ready. And this is healing for you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ask, how does this apply in your life? What is this about? What is this in regards to for you? Now remember, this is either you or somebody in your life, right? You or somebody connected to you. Who's the fool in your life? Have you been calling somebody else foolish? Have you been telling somebody else that they shouldn't follow their dreams? Have you been saying somebody else is acting like a fool, they're stupid? Or has somebody been making you feel that way? Or have you been feeling that way? Are you the honest one when other people are deceptive? Or are you the deceptive one when somebody else is honest and you think they're just a fool because they don't know how to play the game? Let's see. So you're at the fork in the road right now. So you're being asked to take a leap of faith. And you're at the fork in the road. Which way should I go? Right? Everybody's telling you which way to go. Is this you, or are you doing this to someone else? This guy is pointing up here. This sign's going here. This one's going there. And you're like, okay, where the hell am I going? What you're not doing is you're not paying attention to your intuition. Or maybe the snowy owl is paying attention to his intuition. The silent flyer, he knows where he's going, and he's going in that direction. Maybe that is the one. That's the one you think is the fool, because he's the only one who's going against the grain, right? But 1 and 3 says the angels are with you. That's 4. You're completely guided, protected, and loved. There's no reason for fear. Clean it up. So are you refusing to clean something up? Are you refusing to go with the change? Are you afraid to take this leap of faith? Is there a mess that somebody else needs to clean up and you've had to do it? Or are you refusing to clean up your own mess? Because that's refusing to clean up, right? That's staying there. That's staying looking slovenly. Maybe you really just need to clean up your act. Maybe you need to wash your hair and wash your clothes and have a little bit of self-respect. How does this affect you? There's a change that you need to make. Right now, there's no... You need a breath of fresh air. Freshness. You're refusing to clean something up, and you're not breathing, right? Breath is stale. There's staleness. There's something. Maybe you're refusing to move forward, and it's boring, right? Sorry, you guys aren't seeing this. Refusing to clean up. Fork in the road. You're not. Something is not a breath of fresh air. Either you or someone else. Or you're refusing the winds of change to come through. No new life. You're stubborn. Somebody is stubborn. Somebody is moving forward and somebody does not want to. Somebody doesn't want to clean things up. Interesting. Somebody is looking to build on a solid foundation. And someone else is not. Someone is not supporting this. You or someone else is saying that the one that wants to build on a solid foundation and go in a new direction is foolish. Somebody doesn't want things. They want them to stay the way they are. They don't want new, fresh energy. They want it stagnant. They don't want new life. They want to keep it the way it was. Is that why you're crying? There's clearly a clash going on here. Treasure Island. Someone's heading off. They're taking their home on their back. They're taking their treasure with them. Maybe it's their self-worth, because this is gold. Because the number 9 says, get to work, light worker. You've got everything you need in order to move forward. Is somebody taking their fortune with them and leaving? Or somebody realized that they need to make their fortune somewhere else and they're leaving? Because there's a clash going on here, right? There's a fork in the road. The snowy owl's going in this direction. These guys don't know where the hell they're going. Somebody in this group is refusing to clean up. Maybe there's lies, right? Maybe the fool, someone that you saw as the fool, has seen through it. Or maybe you have seen through someone else. The deception. Something was dirty. And there was going to be no new life, no growth. It was stale energy. And now they're like, I'm hitting the road. I'm swimming away from here. I'm taking my fortune with me, and I'm going. Or maybe I've just discovered that this fortune is me. I am worthy. I know I've got everything I need to get going, and Spirit's telling me, get going, light worker. You've got everything you need. Stop procrastinating. This person's got love on their mind, and they're out of here. They're bound, and this one's waiting, looking. Something that had started to be built on a solid foundation, and the turtle is going towards this one. Is this you? Or is this someone else and you think they're foolish? Interesting. You don't believe in miracles, or someone else doesn't. But miracles are true. They happen all the time. You're being asked to be brave, or someone, the Black Panther, is being brave, or the Black Panther is being protected by this angel, and they're paying attention to their intuition. They're going to be brave. They're going to head out. They recognize their self-worth. They know someone's waiting for them, someone that's got a solid foundation that they're going to build together. There's no new life in this situation. It's dirty there. Somebody refusing to clean up their mess. Not a breath of fresh air. Fork in the road, they know where they're going. Is this you or someone in your life? Safe travel. Someone doesn't want to travel. Maybe you don't want somebody to travel. Somebody doesn't want you to travel. But St. Christopher is here with this one. Interesting. I'm curious at the different ways Spirit's bringing these messages out. Why? Somebody's asking questions now. Something was dirty. Something was covered up. Maybe it came to the surface. And they want to know why. Why? Is that why things didn't move forward? Is that why this wasn't happening? You're questioning things now, or somebody else is questioning things now. Maybe because the truth has come to light. Maybe you mistook somebody for a fool. Didn't think that they would see what was going on. But they knew. They saw through you. And they were planning all along. They've got their money amassed now, and they're leaving, and they're going to where their solid foundation is. They're brave. They know they're supported and guided by angels. They've had a spiritual connection. You may be asking, why are you leaving? Why wouldn't they? Or maybe this is them asking that of you. But look at that. Who wouldn't go for that? Look at the difference between these. Right? Dirty. Not breathing. No breath of fresh air. No life happening there. You come to the fork in the road. You ask yourself why. You look at that. And then you look at this. Self-worth. A treasure. The ability to carry my home on my back. Wherever my home is, I'm at peace. I'm leaving this situation. Spirit's telling me to move forward. I'm being told to be brave, and I am protected, and I trust that. This panther doesn't look upset, doesn't look worried. Just looks very, very loved and nurtured there. There's been a spiritual connection. And they've got a solid foundation that's already been there, and this one's waiting for them. This could be the same spiritual person waiting. Is this for you, or is this someone else? And is this why they're leaving? Interesting. Song right now, I don't know how we got into this mess. Meet me in the middle. So there's a mess. Somebody doesn't want the other person to leave. You don't understand. You don't understand why. Why did this happen? Well, it's pretty clear. You are gifted. Figure it out. Don't be a fool. Don't pretend like you don't know. You know what's going on. You're very intelligent. But maybe you didn't think the one that you were dealing with was. Maybe you took that person for, took that person for a fool. Or maybe someone else did for you. Right? So if you could have anything that you wanted, if your wish came true, what would it look like? Well, guess what? Somebody's figured it out. Somebody's thought about it. Right? They sat there and they asked, why am I here? There's nothing happening here. It's stale. It's dirty. It's not moving. There's no life. I have gifts. I'm at a fork in the road. I ask myself, what am I doing in this place? I ask Spirit, why? And Spirit answers and says, you are completely protected. Be safe. Take a leap of faith. Be the fool. Be adventurous. Go out. You've got somebody waiting for you. You are protected and loved. You are connected to Spirit. Remember who you are. You have the ability to be successful anywhere you go. You've got all the gifts that you need, all the tools that you need. You're at home in your emotional waters. What would it look like? It looks like that. Wow. Why don't you meet me in the middle? Why would they? Or why would you, right? I don't know who this, like I said, this is you or someone else. Why would they go back? Why would they meet you in the middle? You're asking why. Because there were lies. It was dirty. It wasn't moving. It was stagnant. There was no life. There was no solid foundation. There was no connection to spirit. There was no spiritual connection. This is all about personal growth. As I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they helped me get to where I am. But now I can ride. I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except for when I'm making big analogies. And that's why either you or someone else has chosen to hit the road. They've recognized that they're capable, right? This has been about personal growth. They're leaving. They recognize their own self-worth. They've imagined what they wanted, and it wasn't there. They are going to be brave. They know they're protected. They're connecting to their intuition, and they're going to build on a solid foundation. And you know what? There's already somebody waiting for them. Wow. This is either you or someone in your life. All right, you guys, there's your message. Message for the day. I hope you have a beautiful day.